A weekly segment we're going to have here on 9 News at 3, and I like to call it Bougie on a Budget. It's basically ways to experience the best Colorado has to offer without breaking the bank. And we're going to start with one of my favorite things to do on the planet, which is to eat out, and not just anywhere. One of my favorite Michelin-starred restaurants, Beckon, which is located in Rhino, was gracious enough to invite us into the kitchen, and Chef Duncan shows us how to make a dish for your family worthy of praise.
This is Alamosa striped bass. We're gonna sear it in the pan, a little crispy skin, served with a little beurre blanc with chanterelle mushrooms and potatoes.
We're starting with the sauce.
For the sauce, this is just a little reduced white wine.
Oh. Does it matter what kind?
Any kind of white wine, dry, preferable. But you just want to cook that a little bit so all of the raw flavors kind of cooked out, or the alcohol is cooked out. So we're just gonna wait for that to come up to a boil. And then I'm just gonna whisk in one by one about 1 stick of butter. And then you're just gonna put this on a medium heat.
Whisk away until silky smooth.
So the fish, we're gonna start with a pan over the high heat. This is a little grapeseed oil.
Why grapeseed specifically?
It has a high smoke point and it doesn't burn. This is again the Alamosa bass, which comes locally from Colorado. We could do salmon, we could do a sea bass, we could do a cod. Any of the techniques, the technique here applies to those same fish.
What's our next step?
We're just gonna put a little bit of salt on these guys.
And just a little salt, that's all you need?
Just a little salt, yep, that's all you need.
I feel like as, amateur chefs in the kitchen, it's like, oh, let me sprinkle this and this and that. And it's like so, comforting just to see the professional, just a little salt.
Part of the excitement of being a chef, right?
Yeah. Once the oil starts smoking, bring the heat to medium low.
And then we're gonna lay the fish in the pan away from me. That way, if you do drop it, it doesn't splash hot oil on yourself, which is important.
So when it comes to potatoes, like, the little fingerlings like this, what is the best method? Do you pop them in the oven, boil them? I mean, what?
A great method is to cut them into the pieces you see going onto the plate, dress with a little bit of olive oil and salt, and then throw in the oven 350 for about 15-20 minutes, depending on the size. And then the fish here is over medium heat, kind of cooking slowly. So we're gonna cook these about, I would say 85% on the skin side, which is just gonna get us that really crispy skin. I'm gonna flip those and we're just gonna let them kind of go for another maybe 30 seconds or so, but they should mostly be done. You're just gonna take them out. And that's that. So this is our cooked fish here.
We're ready to plate.
This is where we come in with just a little bit of lemon over the top. This is right before you're gonna plate. A little bit of finishing salt. So our sauce we've made ahead of time, and that's great. No stress. We're just gonna put a couple spoonfuls of this in your favorite bowl.
A 2-ingredient sauce, and me making this now every time I make a meal. I guess it's so simple.
So we're gonna put the fish there.
Top with a fresh herb, chervil, tarragon, or basil. Can I taste it now? The moment we've been waiting for. Oh my God. So good.
And I think you can see with the fish doesn't need to be a scary thing, and I think that's one of the things that deters people from approaching it or cooking it.
100%.
I think it's
the crispy skin.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. I love how Chef Duncan is talking to me at the end. I'm just like, yeah, whatever you're saying, dude. This is delicious.
Yeah, you just kept stuffing your face.
It was so good and so simple. We're gonna put this recipe online for you guys, but it's literally like 8 ingredients. I made this.
You
in fact,
did?
for my husband and my
did.
daughter,
Chef
who's
Alex.
not a picky eater over the weekend. Oh, this is like the finished portion. Those were my ingredients. You see like the baby bottle
Wait, is
in the
this in your
background.
kitchen?
This is my kitchen.
Look
I had
at you.
everything set out. I was very proud. Now what's missing here is the little crispy skin. I didn't quite get that didn't work out for me that well, but it was delicious.